Welcome back into the drive. At 5:21, 73 degrees in Auburn. I'm trying to get better about that, Jeremy. I've been told that I don't give out the time and the temperature enough. We're going to do traffic reports coming up later.
Well, that's what you listen to sports radio for.
I don't know what that was.
What was that?
That was the helicopter.
Okay.
It says Captain Frank.
That's good.
You like that?
That's really good.
That's how they actually do it.
Really?
They don't actually get in helicopters.
That would be awesome. I can see that.
Oh boy, yeah. So that was good stuff. And you got that from some guy from Tennessee. That's pretty cool.
We'll call him Alan.
Okay. It's not his name, but
yeah, he's I don't think he has any kind of official. He's kind of a what's the term? I don't want to say it in case I'm getting mixed up with some dirty, but anyway, but he's his story. I don't want to say amateur because I hate, you know what I mean? Like, what do you have to get a degree? Right. We're all historians.
But this is not his job. It's just his passion.
I think it's his passion. Exactly.
Okay. All right.
And it is how he has some of this stuff. I've got to give some further maybe hints at further content.
Okay.
I've got the entire, and there used to be an hour, Auburn Football Review, Shug's last Auburn Football Review, complete with incredible commercials for Swedish tobacco. Yeah. And just incredible stuff. Like I've got the entire 1972 Gator Bowl.
Nice.
And then that's just, and he's the guy that helped me, the legend of the Alabama White Bear.
Yes.
Mascot and everything.
Yes.
He is the one who, we found actual television footage of the beast on the sidelines at the I think it was the Sugar Bowl, like the 71 Sugar Bowl and everything. And so, and then there's just tons of stuff that he's sent that I haven't even
You know what they don't have in Knoxville though? They do not have a coin-operated lose weight, get skinny spa on Gay Street.
Was that you checking that? I saw somebody on that today.
I did check it out.
I can see that analytics thing, yeah. Because Mad Men's coming up, man. Don't think I'm not going to tweet that thing out in about a week. That was one of our first, posts. Yeah, the slenderizing.
I had never seen this. This is hysterical. In the building, in actually the location where Amsterdam Cafe is now. By the way, I got into a really cool discussion with somebody, some friends last night who were not here when Amsterdam used to be the cool little
bands.
I mean, the Schulbach tables, it was the first place that had anything other than domestic light beer on tap.
Right. It was a happening place.
It was very.
I got here in the late, I guess the last stages of that.
Yeah, it was very artsy. It was very artsy. But at any rate, where that building is on South Gay Street used to be because in the 50s everything was coin. You would go into
groceries,
like a diner. You go into a diner and just put quarters into them and get a whole meal out of. You just open up. It was crazy.
Cigarettes.
Yeah.
Whatever. Haley Center.
Oh boy, I remember. I actually remember
classrooms.
I remember cigarette machines in Haley Center.
Yeah.
It still blows my mind.
I know it is. So you actually remember seeing them?
Yeah, they were down in the basement.
Oh.
There was one in the basement of Haley Center.
I never actually saw one.
Where the basement of Haley Center, where they had what was it? It was a big study lounge.
Yeah.
And they had like a snack thing there where you could get really bad biscuits and hot dogs that were outrageously expensive and not very good. But their fries were outstanding.
Yeah.
But yeah, and the stairs going up out of you could get to it through the using the elevator, but then they had stairs, and in the little like where you're going to the stairs, there was that gold and brown.
And they had the little pull,
the little pull things. Absolutely,
I swear there's still one of those things at the Red Lobster in Vestavia. I swear, like by the lobster tanks. Like there's still one of those things. I don't know if it works.
Oh boy!
But yeah, no, the slenderizing salon, and then right by there, there was actually a grocery store somehow in that same, little strip right there.
Interesting.
Man, I gotta get up to this mic.
It's okay. It's all right. You're good. You're doing
all right. I'm good. But maybe my ears are stopped up too. I can't hear myself. Anyway, so but yeah, no, that was
it's pretty cool. That's on the Warrior,
right?
War
and that's
Eagle
Mad Men. The reason that the whole Mad Men thing is because there's that episode where Peggy tries out a similar approach to weight loss, for the company,
right?
For the to see
I always thought the big belt thing, like you're just gonna jiggle it all the way.
I saw Storage Wars. A guy found one of those things recently. I've so gotten into Storage Wars.
Awesome.
But yeah, no,
that's funny.
So
all right, so you have papers and documentations and whatnot.
Right, and I was gonna go into the whole keep going with the recordings and everything, and I don't know if I should save if we should save it or don't want to overload.
Doesn't matter. We can do whatever. Listen. This is our little deal. We can do whatever we want.
All right. Well, let's go into it because and it's a stretch, this connection to tie these things together. But the Beasley's accent in this, we were talking about it, Auburn University, and the accents were great. They're just not what they used to be. Everything's turned into this bizarre twang, when you do, and you don't have that like drawl-ish kind of thing anymore.
It's gotten much more red.
Right, exactly. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
right.
Yeah, no, I know exactly.
Or I know what you're
saying. There's country,
right,
and then there's southern, and then there's red.
Right.
And unfortunately, people that ain't from these parts, mix all of those together, and that's by the way,
it's terrible.
Just wrong.
Right, like Sweet Home Alabama style.
Oh, good grief!
Right? Yeah, like my grandmother says, water. It's like 3 syllable. It's like wawata.
Hey, listen, my mother makes the word bed a 3-syllable word. It's a bed. I'm not kidding you.
I know.
But you know what? But she grew up in Birmingham, Atlanta and Birmingham, in the 40s and 50s. Her grandmother that she spent every summer with from Charleston. So there was a lot of that stuff. That Charleston. Can I fix you a drink? Would you like something? It's a very soft and southern and.
So speaking of, let's listen to Malin Kent say the words Georgia Tech.
All right, so this is the Clemson. It's a pep rally before the Clemson game. We think
before the Clemson game, 1962, and I got this from this crazy collection of recordings that it's a long story of how I got it, but I've mentioned before.
It's just kind of crazy.
Smilin' Jack Smallin was this old guy at the WJHO, the manager and this kind of just town personality.
Our predecessor, by the way.
Yeah, exactly. And so he had, he was out apparently doing field recordings one day at the Auburn Clemson pep rally, and there's a couple of them, and we've got pretty much the entire pep rally. But this is the beginning of the file that I have, digitized, and it's an interview. It's a quick thing. They've just come off a big game against can't remember who, but and he's interviewing Malin Kent, a big star on that team.
It's pretty funny.
And so it's like a minute and a half, and just hearing him talk and hearing the whole thing, just I don't know,
it's pretty funny.
So that's the connection.
All right,
accents.
Here we go.
Oh, it's still him. Who we got here? Malin Kent. Boy, you did a tremendous job last week. Thank you, sir. I bet you really enjoyed it, too, didn't you? Yes, sir. I always enjoy beating Georgia Tech.
Georgia Tech.
Well, seems to me you did a job that was almost inspired there as far as calling the right plays and you feel? Yes, sir. We thought we had our game plan really worked out. It really worked good on Georgia Tech. We'd practiced a lot on it. The execution was real well.
Real well.
Georgia Tech.
If you had it to do again, would you call timeout on the last drive? At the time, we were satisfied with 3 points, but I believe if we'd have called timeout, we could have scored again.
Can I tell you, they still talk like this in Lafayette.
Really because that was coming back after Georgia Tech had pretty well dominated for a quarter there.
Now he talks about his girlfriend coming up, which is really funny.
This is the best part. It's kind of a little
that the coaches were calling that third down kick.
Innuendo, perhaps. I'm not sure. Smallin was a character. Here we go. We'll see. Make up your own mind.
Was able to hold on to it, and they didn't get it, so we beat them. Alan, are you married? No, sir. You going steady? Yes, I have a girlfriend, Sue Ellen Robinson. Well, she's a beautiful girl. Thank you, sir. I think you make a wonderful couple. And lots of luck. I hope you go all the way.
What?
Well,
Who we got here?
What?
I mean,
Jenny.
hope you go all the way with Sue Ellen Robinson.
I think,
or with the 60. I don't know. Is it the
what
season?
What in the world?
Is it his season with Sue Ellen? Is it the season with the team? Is it both?
I don't know. I don't know.
Why did he all of a sudden, you got a girl?
Are you going steady?
I know. It was just
and I love it. It wasn't, are you married? It's, are you married?
I know.
Are you married? Are you going steady?
I long for a time when, the first, the first 3 or 4 questions is, Philip, are you married?
Yeah.
Lutz and Kirkin, are you, are you married, boy?
Who's your mom? Who's your mama?
You got to steady.
Who's your mom and daddy?
Right.
I used to get that when I was growing up. Who's your mom and daddy?
Right.
I used to get that. And then when I told them that I was an orphan and I would run away screaming,
right.
Just to make a scene. And of course I wasn't, which would cause endless embarrassment to my mom.
Mm-hmm.
But you know what? We're gonna have Jeremy stick around. Why? Because he's cool and I want him to.
Yo.
One more, at least one more episode of It's Pronounced Jordan coming up. Stick with us. We will be right back.